Parents, thank you for believing in your athletes, and ultimately, thank you for your constant support. Through sports, you are providing your children with incredible life lessons that will serve them throughout the rest of their lives. Win or lose, they are building character directly because of your support and efforts. Thank you very much. At this time, I will announce the boys and the parents' names, and parents maybe just converge with your children and kind of loop around the court here so we're all going to be lined up here at the end, all right? Okay, we have Melinda Model and Bryant Alexander, parents of Ryan Alexander. Dan and Julie Osmus, parents of Isaac Osmus. John and Kimberly Baker, parents of Isaiah Baker. Jeff and Melanie Boyd, parents of Tyler Boyd. Darshan and Kathy Christie, parents of Eli Christie. Derek and Jill Benson, parents of Owen Fode. Stephen and Amanda Grolke, parents of Tyler Grolke. Carrie and Tracy Hopperstad, parents of Carson Hopperstad. Jennifer Hansen and James Hughes, parents of Braxton Hughes. Amber Pete, parent of Tristan Playway. Joe and Renee Kostick, parents of Cody Kostick. Mike and Nikki Laird, parents of Parker Laird. Savannah Martinson, parents of Andrew and Adam Martinson. Miranda King and Travis McNevin, parents of Ian McNevin. Joseph Charette and Denise Raish, parents of Dion McGizzy. Chris and Stacy Nissen, parents of Tanner Nissen. Nick and Ashley Nordberg, parents of Nolan Nordberg. Henry and Jessica Palm, parents of Alexander Palm. Tom and Laura Parkin, parents of Seth Parkin. Jason and Heidi Price, parents of Nathan Price. Rob and Shanna Purdy, parents of Clayton Purdy. Dave and Jill Sedlowski, parents of Bennett Sedlowski. Ty and Desiree Leacock, parents of Tyson Shadee. Daryl and Jennifer Smith, parents of Braden and Caleb Smith. Stephen and Nicole Visnovic, parents of Camden Visnovic. Lito and Jennifer Burgos, Brent and Nikki Wire, parents of Owen Wire. Rob and Britta Williams, parents of Bracken Williams. Jessica Winter, Sarah and Travis Winter, parents of Wyatt Winter. Greg and Cindy Hills, parents of student manager Lexi Hills. Jen and Toby Gabriel, parents of student manager Bailey Gabriel. Parents, guardians, and community members, we thank you for attending our games and supporting the teams and the coaches this season. Thank you all so very much. And boys, if you want, varsity boys, if you want to get ready and lined up, we'll get on with the warm-ups here. Thank you.
Backdoor, finding McCraven, pass a little high for him. McCraven had a reset, puts it up off the glass, good.
Out to Hallie Crockett, her second baseball pass up the floor to Abby Richmond. Right-handed layup for two.
Still backing and backing, gets stalled again, and picks up 2 points. So 2-point takedown.
The puck tries to reverse along the boards, taken away by Parker. Found it out of goal! Parker tees up Brody Schultz!
Right-handed dribble, goes to Reichel, deep three-pointer on the way! That's good!
Up the floor, Severson over to Bevins, all alone, steps up, shoots the three, and it's good!
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a good Friday evening here from Aitkin High School tonight. Boys high school basketball is on the air tonight in Mid-State Conference matchup with the Aitkin Gobblers taking on the Park Rapids Area Panthers. Paul Vold coming to you live here from the Aitkin High School Gymnasium. Flying solo here for the time being as this contest in the Mid-State Conference with your Aitkin Gobblers sitting at 8-12 on the season. Fresh off a thrilling come-from-behind victory against the likes of the Crosby Ironton Rangers back on Tuesday. We'll talk about that contest momentarily, but Park Rapids sitting at 4-16 on the season. They fell earlier this week at 69-59 in a loss on Tuesday back at home as they are in the midst of a tough streak in their schedule for the Park Rapids Area Panthers. Second time around with this matchup for the Aitkin Gobblers and the Park Rapids Area Panthers. Again, it was a win for the Aitkin Gobblers back on January the 26th. 64-63 ended up being that final score. Gobblers led by 19 at the half and started out of the game with a 13-0 lead. Very uncharacteristic of how Aitkin has started off here this season. They've been a team that's had to play from behind multiple times, but they got off to a fast start, took advantage, and Eli Christie poured it on with 13 points, and Braden Smith chipped in 14 as well. Andrew Martinson also went into double digits, so 3 scores in Double digits certainly helped the Aitkin Gobblers with that contest, but with this game also being in the favor of the Aitkin Gobblers, they notched a win 48-46 against Crosby Ironton on Tuesday. Trailed by 1 at the half at 21-20. Gobblers checked a whole lot of boxes in that contest. They shot well, nearly 40% from the field, hit from three-point range. They hit 6 of 12 shots from the outside and also had a commanding presence in the paint as well, getting good rebounds. That made it now back-to-back wins, 3 wins in the last 5 games for the Aitkin Gobblers, getting to that right point of the year now where these wins are going to start to go to their favor, sitting at 5-4 in the section and also 3-3 in the conference. So section seeding points very helpful, and the QRF very favorable for the Aitkin Gobblers. Well, on the other side for Park Rapids, 4-16. Unfortunately, they had a loss on Tuesday, 69-59. Now 3 in a row they have fallen. They fell to Staples Motley, even with Noah Morris and Ryan Carroll going for double digits, led by Noah Morris with 14 points in the loss. Now sitting at 0-6 in Mid-State Conference action for the Park Rapids area Panthers here this evening. Got plenty to get to here on the pregame show. Of course, we've got a conversation coming up here this evening with head coach for the Park Rapids area Panthers, Josh Meter, will be joining us here on the pregame show, and we'll have much more. A look at out-of-town scoreboard, our opening tip, and much more still on the way. Aitkin Gobblers taking on the Park Rapids area Panthers tonight here on YourLiveEvent.com.
I'm dreaming of a world where the crack of a bat is not just a hobby, but a lifestyle. Where I can build upon long traditions from the ground up. I want to work in an industry where all people can make their own field of dreams become reality. I'm going to elevate the world of sports someday.
I'm dreaming of a world where everyone has the opportunity for education. Where classrooms are not only a place to learn, but to make an impact. I will help the next generation of game changers and difference makers. I am going to teach the world someday.
Here in beautiful central Minnesota, we get to enjoy nature every day. At Mille Lacs Energy Cooperative, we understand because we live, work, and play here too. However, just because you're not in the big city doesn't mean you can't have access to great internet service. Let MLEC Fiber give you the fast and reliable internet you deserve. Check to see if MLEC Fiber is available where you live. Visit us online or call our office at 218-429-0433.
I'm dreaming of a world where thinkers and doers collide. Where technology creates pathways for new opportunities and ideas. I want to ask questions and shape the answers that lead to real and meaningful advancements in this digital era. I'm going to innovate the world someday.
Welcome back here to the pregame show tonight. YourLiveEvent.com. Boys high school basketball with the Park Rapids area Panthers taking on the Aitkin Gobblers here this evening. Paul Vold coming your way here tonight with this contest between the Panthers and the Aitkin Gobblers. Second time around this matchup, Gobblers got one in the bag with a 64-63 win against Park Rapids here earlier this week. Speaking of things already in the bag, over on KKIN AM 930 FM Translator 103.1, the Gobbler. A final score in the Section 7 2A semifinals for the team side. Aitkin Gobblers fall to Mora. A rematch of last year's section championship, and the Gobblers ultimately fall 37-30. The team side of action for the Gobblers comes to an end here on this Friday evening, but individuals will be coming up here next week, and we'll have that coverage for you on YourLiveEvent.com. I know there have been a couple question marks about coverage-wise as well. We will have Aitkin Gobbler Wrestling in YourLiveEvent.com and covering the entire Section 7 2A individual meet coming up here on Saturday the 25th. So check your schedules and tune in, of course, with R&J Broadcasting Incorporated for more details. But with this matchup tonight between the Park Rapids Area Panthers and also the Aitkin Gobblers tonight, again, the Gobblers riding the midst of back-to-back wins. Now 3 of their last 5 contests in the win column. And I'm sure for Coach Scott Stanfield's got to feel really good, especially the fact when you throw in Gobblers shooting the ball well. Getting contribution as of late from multiple players. I know in past conversations it's been a lot more on the shoulders of Eli Christie to score, put up 20 to 30 points a game, but wants to see more depth and contribution. Braden Smith, after a hot start his year as well, kind of hit a little bit laying in the weeds, but has really turned things around here in the last handful of games. Andrew Martinson as well. Pretty much ever since we called him out about 5-6 games ago, Andrew Martinson has really come alive here in the second half of this season for the Aitkin Gobblers. Really starting to turn things around and get a lot more consistency in the scoring-wise as well, contributing on the defensive side of the floor and also getting opportunities as well in the rebounding department. It's going to be a good matchup here tonight for the Gobblers as well. See how that play pulls out with the post, of course, with the likes of Alex Palm down low, Nathan Price, and even Isaac Osmus. That big 6'8" frame of his may be tested early on with this physical matchup tonight they have against the Park Rapids Area Panthers. Of course, here with the out-of-town scoreboard, we still have plenty coming on your airwaves tonight as well over on Cash 95.9 3WI-FM. Boys High School basketball with Pillager at Sabika, and, of course, boys basketball with Pequot Lakes at Crosby Ironton. That one over on Skeeter 101.5. And also on YourLiveEvent.com, Park Rapids at Pine River Backus girls basketball set to get underway here this evening as well. Get a break here on the pregame show. Get a special interview with Park Rapids area basketball coach Josh Meter. He'll join us here on the pregame show coming up here on the other side. It's the Aitkin Gobblers, Park Rapids boys high school basketball in the Mid-State Conference here on YourLiveEvent.com.
If your vehicle has an unfortunate mishap, you want the best in quality bodywork. You need to take it to Aitkin Body Shop. They can handle any collision or auto glass repair, and they have a state-of-the-art facility and technology. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit them at 421 North Minnesota Avenue. Towing services also available. Give them a call at 218-927-2883. Remember the name that stands for quality and trust. That's Aitkin Body Shop, providing exceptional auto body collision and paint repair since 1974.
We are ISD1.
We are ISD1.
We are ISD1.
We are ISD1.
Mr. May's ornithology class.
My last 6 years on the Aitkin All-Stars.
Going to Rumble on the Red wrestling tournament.
I was going to the state tournament last year for wrestling.
Making one of those last-minute shots against Crosby.
Going to state my 10th grade year for wrestling.
The Virginia tournament during basketball.
My chemistry class last year.
I would say the Virginia tournament.
Going to state my freshman year for dance. Being able to participate in multiple sports teams.
We always practice good sportsmanship and respect. Go Gobblers.
Go All-Stars.
Here in beautiful central Minnesota, we get to enjoy nature every day. At Mille Lacs Energy Cooperative, we understand because we live, work, and play here too. However, just because you're not in the big city doesn't mean you can't have access to great internet service. Let MLEC Fiber give you the fast and reliable internet you deserve. Check to see if MLEC Fiber is available where you live. Visit us online or call our office at 218-429-0433.
Tonight here on YourLiveEvent.com, Park Rapids taking on the Aitkin Gobblers tonight. Boys high school basketball as we welcome in head coach for the Park Rapids Panthers, that being Josh Meter, joins us here on the pregame show. Coach, thanks so much for taking time to speak with us tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Coach, it's been a busy part of the season, part of the schedule as well for the Panthers. Most recently, a game you had back on Tuesday as well with a contest against Staples Motley, of which didn't come out on the positive end, but still a very competitive mid-state conference matchup too. Looking back at that game, what wasn't it about that contest that just didn't quite go the way for the Panthers in that game?
Similar to the way we started against you guys here at Aitkin when you guys came to our place, we just dug ourselves a hole to start and just never quite came out of it. So we can eliminate the first 5-minute slump that we've done recently. We can play with anybody with our effort and attitude. We continued to play hard all game. Like you said, we made it a competitive game, just didn't quite pull it out, didn't start the way we needed to.
There have been a few times similar to Aitkin, how that's kind of worked out for your team this season too. First few minutes of the game doesn't go the way, but really in the second half, your team seems to really pick things up. You know, really what seems to be the difference, obviously, from the opening start to, you know, as the game develops, especially in the second half too, that your team kind of turns a little bit of a page and kind of picks up the tone a little bit?
If I knew the exact answer, it wouldn't happen more than it's happened, but I think the main thing is we just focus in. We zero in. We go back to the effort and attitude and, things that we do best. And, sometimes it's just kind of the makeup of the team some years. It's just who we are a little bit, and we're getting better at it, though. I think 3 weeks when playoffs start, I think we're going to be tough to play in that first round. So.
Especially now here with this point of the season, too, with your team rotation of the lineup as well, kids coming in and out. How do you feel about the play of the team here most recently with this, this long, tough stretch in your schedule?
Well, we've really solidified our top 6 or 7. We do have a couple sick tonight, though, who we're going to see if they can go tonight or not. But so we're going to find a few other guys tonight and hopefully be able to go 8 and 9 deep come playoffs consistently and get after everybody. So.
Coach, you talked about the last time you faced up against Aitkin, obviously getting down early, a fast start for them, but really started to mount things up in the second half, cut down the deficit, and ultimately just followed by, obviously that 1-point differential. Looking back at that game, what really seemed to be the big difference early on and going into that second half, your team was able to, obviously rally against Aitkin.
It was our effort level on defense. We didn't come out. We didn't want to play any defense right away. We dug ourselves 15-point hole to start, went down at half, down 14. And second half, we came out, played defense. We ended up going plus 13. I think we held Aitkin to 22 points in the second half. And it was our defensive effort. So if we can come out and play a full game, we'll be tough to beat.
Coach, we appreciate the time for joining us here on the pregame show. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
Head coach for the Park Rapids area Panthers, Josh Meter, joining us here on the pregame show. The Gobblers set to take on the Panthers here this evening. Again, Panthers sitting at 0-6 in mid-state conference play in a game that they had to rally in the second half against these Aitkin Gobblers, but just came up on the short end. It's been a similar situation here for the Gobblers, too. Find themselves down, have to rally back, and there have been multiple times. So looks like both teams here in this contest going to have to find that right matchup early on to push the pace and get out in front early. But the Gobblers here in this matchup know that they can do that just against Park Rapids itself. Get another break here on the pregame show. Aitkin Gobblers set to take on the Park Rapids area Panthers tonight. Keys to victory coming up here for the Gobblers tonight here on YourLiveEvent.com. More with the pregame show. Park Rapids against your Aitkin Gobblers boys high school basketball on the other side of this break.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
Riverwood Healthcare Center in Aitkin provides total joint care for shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, hands, and wrists. Our team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons use innovative procedures to increase mobility and reduce pain. Get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader for orthopedics and sports medicine.
If your vehicle has an unfortunate mishap, you want the best in quality bodywork. You need to take it to Aitkin Body Shop. They can handle any collision or auto glass repair, and they have a state-of-the-art facility and technology. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit them at 421 North Minnesota Avenue. Towing services also available. Give them a call at 218-927-2883. Remember the name that stands for quality and trust. That's Aitkin Body Shop, providing exceptional auto body collision and paint repair since 1974.
Welcome back here on YourLiveEvent.com. Aitkin Gobblers taking on the Park Rapids area Panthers here tonight. Just a couple moments left here with the pregame show. Aitkin against Park Rapids here with Homegrown, of course, with YourLiveEvent.com. Don't forget, Aitkin Gobbler home athletics are always available here on YourLiveEvent.com. Each and every home contest they will have will be here with the video stream. But As we get ready here with the pregame festivities, of course, we have our national anthem with our color guard this evening. Aitkin Gobblers. Going to be interesting to see, especially trying to push the pace early against the likes of Park Rapids. See how they match up with this guard play that they have here for tonight. And if they get Eli Christie in speed, work the transition game as well, get out in front on the offense while getting back on defense, Gobblers will have themselves a good run here tonight against the likes of the Park Rapids area Panthers, but also going to have to shut down a few things on the defensive end as well, rebounding, closing out. Post-game going to be very strong here for the Gobblers tonight in order to give themselves second chance opportunities while also limiting the damage on the defensive end of the floor as well. But don't forget, of course, we got a few more games on the broadcast schedule here tonight with, of course, the finals of the Section 7-2A wrestling tournament for the team side up in Cloquet. That's over on KKIN AM 930 FM Translator 103.1 The Gobbler. Boys High School basketball, Pequot Lakes at Crosby Ironton on Skeeter 101.5. And we'll also have Pillager at Sabika. That's on Cash 95.9. Don't forget Park Rapids at Pine River Bacchus girls basketball. That is also on your live event. Get a break here on the pregame show. National anthem, of course, our starting lineup still on the way here tonight. It's Aitkin. It's against the Park Rapids area Panthers, the sequel here tonight with yourliveevent.com. More coming up here with the opening tip and starting lineups after another break here with yourliveevent.com.
It's been more than just a family tradition since 1938. Purchasing a new Ford car, truck, or pre-owned vehicle from Aitkin Motors. Family owned and operated. Aitkin Motors offers you a stress-free car shopping experience. Need an oil change? New tires? Check out the low-price tire guarantee. Aitkin Motors has a full service department with factory-trained Ford technicians. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit AitkinMotorsCO.com.
We are ISD1.
We are ISD1.
We are ISD1. We are ISD1.
My favorite teacher is Mr. Dustin Richters.
Favorite teacher is Mr. Miller.
Mr. Googe is my favorite teacher.
Definitely Miss Grader. Definitely Miss Grader in class biology. Mr. May.
Right now is psychology. Mr. Smith's my favorite teacher.
Mr. May's science class.
Any art class.
Mr. May in my ornithology class.
We always practice good sportsmanship and respect. Go Gobblers. Go All-Stars.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
Here in beautiful central Minnesota, we get to enjoy nature every day. At Mille Lacs Energy Cooperative, we understand because we live, work, and play here too. However, just because you're not in the big city doesn't mean you can't have access to great internet service. Let MLEC Fiber give you the fast and reliable internet you deserve. Check to see if MLEC Fiber is available where you live. Visit us online or call our office at 218-429-0433.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
I'm dreaming of a world where thinkers and doers collide. Where technology creates pathways for new opportunities and ideas. I want to ask questions and shape the answers that lead to real and meaningful advancements in this digital era. I'm going to innovate the world someday.
Riverwood Healthcare Center in Aitkin provides total joint care for shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, hands, and wrists. Our team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons use innovative procedures to increase mobility and reduce pain. Get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader for orthopedics and sports medicine.
I'm dreaming of a world where everyone has the opportunity for education. Where classrooms are not only a place to learn, but to make an impact. I will help the next generation of game changers and difference makers. I am going to teach the world someday.
Welcome back here this evening on YourLiveEvent.com. Aitkin Gobbler boys basketball takes on the Park Rapids area Panthers here tonight with this matchup tonight. Starting first with a look at our starting lineups for both squads here this evening. We'll take a look at what the starting lineup will be for the Park Rapids area Panthers, sporting their 6-14 and make that 4-16 record on the season. Number 4 is a 5'8" junior in Noah Morris. Number 5 is a 5'1" junior, 5'11" junior in Blake Morris. Well, number 11 is a 6-foot senior in Corey Johnson. Number 21 is a 6'1" senior in Mason Yelanimi, while number 22 is a junior at 6 foot, Noah Larson. Head coach for the Park Rapids area Panthers is Josh Meter, assisted by Noah Bone. Now for your Aitkin Gobblers here this evening, starting lineup will roll like this. Number 0 is a 5'11" senior point guard in Eli Christie. Number 5 is a senior 6'3" shooting guard, and Andrew Martinson getting the start tonight. Number 15 is a 6'3" senior shooting forward in Alex Palm. Number 21 is a 5'11" junior point guard in Brecken Williams, while number 35 is a 6'8" freshman center in Isaac Osmus. Head coach for Aitkin Gobblers is Scott Stanfield, assisted by Daryl Smith, along with Greg Hills and Ben Schwartz here this evening. Gobblers going to go with the home black uniforms tonight. Aitkin in white going across the chest with red trim, while the numbers are in red with white trim on the uniforms with red stripes down the side of the shorts. Park Rapids area Panthers going with the road white tonight. Panthers in black with orange around the numbers and the letters this evening. Gobblers sitting at their record of, now on the season, 8-12 on the season. Again, right in the high of that 48-46 win against the Crosby Ironton Rangers here earlier this week. Set for the opening tap here momentarily as the Gobblers and the Park Rapids area Panthers, second time around with this Mid-State Conference matchup, set to toe the line as our officials are ready. Scores table is ready. Public address announcer Dave Sedlowski is always ready. And so are we here with YourLiveEvent.com. Gobblers will start off working right to left on your on your computer screens, I should say, here on YourLiveEvent.com. Gobblers and the Panthers here tonight as Isaac Osmus will take the opening tap here against, I believe that's going to be number 21 in Mason Yelanimi, as the opening tap won and controlled, as we're going to get a redo on the opening tip. As might have timed it just a little bit early for Mason Yelanimi. Reset the clock here. Now we're ready to go. Opening tap won by the Panthers as Yelanimi timed it up just right. Working to the top of the circle is going to be Noah Morris. Make that Noah Morris back over to Blake Morris. At the top of the screen now for Noah Morris. Skip pass to the right side for number 22 and Noah Larson. Larson to the top of the key now. Pass poked out of the hands by him from Eli Christie. 17:42 to play here in this first half. 0-0 our score as inbound will come right in front of Coach Daryl Smith for the Aitkin Gobblers. At the top of the circle, right side now for Noah Larson. Works it back up top for number 11 and Corey Johnson. Skip pass over to Noah Morris. Morris loses the handle initially. Feed pass down low. Turnaround shot blocked on the way. And a foul called against the Aitkin Gobblers as Andrew Martinson took out Noah Larson. But no harm, no foul to each side here with this first foul of the evening. Foul assessed to the Gobblers and Andrew Martinson with 17:30 to play in this first half. 2 free throws right off the opening jump here for the Park Rapids area Panthers on their first possession this evening. First free throw on the way, no good. From number 22 and Noah Larson. Second free throw will be coming up here momentarily from Larson at the line, shooting a guaranteed pair. Second free throw is good. 1-0 the score. Favor of Park Rapids as Gobblers will bring it up across half court for the first time this evening. It'll be Brecken Williams at the top of the key. Right side pass to Andrew Martinson. Skip pass down low to Alex Palm. Out to Osmus, double team, right wing now. Pass back to Osmus with a triple team. Scoots it left side. Christie for a three. Good. Eli Christie quickly back the other way. Come the Park Rapids area Panthers. Left side, bullet pass down low. Losing the handle, Larson just straight up lost it out of the fingertips. And we'll go back to the Park Rapids, back to the Aitkin Gobblers. 3-1 the score in favor of your Gobblers with Brecken Williams across the timeline. Williams, right side pass to Martinson. Looking for some action from Osmus. Trail pass, left side. Christie left alone. He'll drive down low just beyond the reach of Alex Palm as him and Christie got crossed up as along the baseline. Palm was crashing to the left corner while he needed to crash the baseline. A turnover by Aitkin. Across half court now for Noah Larson. Larson looks for a pass left side to Noah Morris. Morris with the handle of the ball across half court. Now looks to the right side. Three on the way from Yelanimi. No good. Rebounded down, put back, and a follow through for number 2 and Corey Johnson. First rebound of the night for the Park Rapids area Panthers. Tied at 3. 16-15 to play in this first half. Left side now down inside the perimeter for Isaac Osmus. Cross court heave. Martinson for a three. Good. Gobblers 2 of 2 here to open up the game tonight from downtown. Martinson buries a three-pointer for the Gobblers. 6-3 the score. Cross court heave into the right wing now for Noah Morris. Looks for another heave back to the other way in the left wing for Noah Larson. Up top for Corey Johnson. Right elbow. Bullet pass to Yelanimi down low. Basket is not going to go, but a foul called against Aitkin. As this one's going to go against, this one will go against the likes of Isaac Osmus. 2 fouls to Aitkin, none for Park Rapids, and a pair of free throws coming up here for Mason Yelanimi. His second of his first trip to the line tonight. Second trip for the Panthers is the first free throw, no good. Just 1 of 3 at the line now for Park Rapids. Here on YourLiveEvent.com, Paul Vold with 15:46 to play in the first half. Second free throw coming up from Yelanimi is good. Splits the difference. 6-4 now. Yelanimi splits the pair of those free throws after the foul against Andrew Martinson. Against Isaac Osmus. Christie in the right corner now. Pass back up top. Brecken Williams picks up the short hop. Martinson, left corner, three-pointer. Good. Knocks it down once again. Gobblers from the field. 3 of 3, all from downtown. Back-to-back threes for Andrew Martinson. A steal from Eli Christie. Goes the layup. Up and in for 2. And a timeout taken out on the floor by the Park Rapids area Panthers. 11-4 for the Aitkin Gobblers on top of Park Rapids. 15-16 to play on YourLiveEvent.com.
Here in beautiful central Minnesota, we get to enjoy nature every day. At Mille Lacs Energy Cooperative, we understand because we live, work, and play here too. However, just because you're not in the big city doesn't mean you can't have access to great internet service. Let MLEC Fiber give you the fast and reliable internet you deserve. Check to see if MLEC Fiber is available where you live. Visit us online or call our office at 218-429-0433.
Welcome back to Aitkin High School tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. Aitkin Gobblers 11-4 here tonight, leading the way. 3 of 3 from the field from downtown for the Aitkin Gobblers. Well, Eli Christie just added a steal and a layup to make it 11-4, while it's now 2 turnovers back the other way. A foul called on the shot, and underneath the basket, Brecken Williams will be guilty of the foul for the Aitkin Gobblers tonight with 15:09 to go here in this first half. Third trip to the line already. All 3 fouls against Aitkin have been shooting fouls. as it'll be back to the line. Noah Larson for the second time here in this first half. Knocks down the first free throw. Now 2 of 3 at the charity stripe for the Panthers. Second free throw coming up here momentarily for Noah Larson on its way, and good. Makes it 3 of 4 at the line. 11-6 in favor of Aitkin. Gobblers will bring it up to the front court with Brecken Williams controlling the pace across the timeline. Right side to Eli Christie. Christie will drive from the free throw line. Scoop shot up and in. Too easy for Eli Christie. He's already had 7 here in this first half. Across half court, into the right corner for the for the Panthers. Yelanimi dishes out to Noah Morris. He'll drive left baseline. Stolen away on a turnover by Eli Christie. Bullet pass inside. We're going to get a kick against the Park Rapids Erie Panthers, but it was Eli Christie looking for a dime down along the baseline for Andrew Martinson. That ball's able to connect. That is a one sweet dish. Inbound to the right of the basket will be Brecken Williams, triggering the inbound. He will do just that to Eli Christie, top of the right side. Works his way back towards the middle to the left side, and to Andrew Martinson down low. Down low out on the wing, I should say, to Isaac Osmus at the top of the key. Looks for a handoff on a pass. He'll get it to Eli Christie. Christie swings a pass right side now to Brecken Williams after an intermediate pass to Alex Palm. Palm to Osmus at the top of the key from Brecken Williams. Andrew Martinson, left side, looks for a driving opportunity at the free throw line. Falling back jumper, no good. Rebound down to Osmus is good. Rather sometimes be lucky than good as Isaac Osmus with his first points tonight. Dish left corner down to Corey Johnson. Johnson, jumper from Yelanimi. Long rebound off the arm of a Gobbler. They're going to say last touch by the Panthers. It will go back to the Aitkin Gobblers. 15-6 our score here in this first half with 13:54 to go. At the top of the circle now, bringing it across the timeline will be Brecken Williams. Williams, hand off to Christie. Christie from the right elbow. Looks for a pass. No, will keep himself, and I get a foul behind the play. It looks like against, judging by the demeanor, looks like against Park Rapids. This will be their first. Blake Morris will be guilty of his first here tonight. Team's first of the contest as well. 13:43, Martinson will trigger the inbound to the right of the basket. Right to Isaac Osmus. Double team on him. Turnaround sky hook, no good. Rebound down to Osmus. A high inbound once back to Eli Christie. Christie, right wing. Back to Brecken Williams at the top of the circle. Looking for a chance to drive. He'll keep it himself, actually, before he hands it off. Christie hits the deck after a pass from Palm. That was Brecken Williams, actually. Back out. Martinson, deep, NBA three. No good. Rebounded down to number 22 in Noah Larson. First time the Gobblers have missed from outside tonight. Back to Noah Morris. He'll control the offense. 13-11 to go. Three from Morris from NBA range. Put back on the shot. Second opportunity, no good. Rebounded down to Brecken Williams, and the Gobblers will get it right back after the three miss by Corey Johnson. Johnson got the rebound, I should say. Could have had an easy putback, but the Gobblers crash on the boards once again. Andrew Martinson. Three-pointer, steps away of a defender. Ooh, cold-blooded from Andrew Martinson. He's at 9 here in this first half. 18-6 in favor of Aitkin. Step back on the defender. Wicked pass inside. Loose ball turned over by the Panthers. 6 turnovers already in this first half. Inside to Isaac Osmus from Martinson. Turnaround right-handed jumper, no good. Rebounded into the hands of number 5 in a Blake Morris. Morris to Morris in the front court. We got bodies hitting the deck. Everybody flying. Loose ball. Gobblers come out with it. And we get a last touch by a foul called, actually, as it was Alex Palm trying to save the possession for Aitkin. Actually banks it off his head. Off Andrew Martinson's head, but a foul called on the floor. I believe a foul call. This one will be going against Noah Morris. That'll be his first. Nathan Bryce will check in for Isaac Osmus, and you get a few other players in as well for the Panthers. Ryan Carroll into the game, wearing number 24, I believe. 12:05 counting downward. Eli Christie from the top of the free throw line fires a shot. Is good for Eli Christie. Now at 9 points here in this first half. 20-6. Aitkin out in front with 11:53 to go in this first half. Pass to the left wing, up top now for Blake Morris. Yelanimi down inside. Carroll with a putback shot, no good. Rebounded down to Nathan Price. Out to the front court come the Aitkin Gobblers. Left corner, Palm will drive through the middle of the floor. Right-handed shot off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded down to number 13, to Matt Johanning. Johanning will give it up to Noah Morris across in transition. Cuts through the paint into the left corner. High cross-court pass to Blake Morris. Morris, free throw jumper, blocked away, stolen away as it's a stolen turnover by Eli Christie. Basket counts, and he is fouled. The Magic Man cometh. Eli Christie with an and one free throw opportunity after the hesitation shot. Forced the steal, took it down the length of the floor. And Matt Johanning, number 21, Mason Yelanimi, will be guilty of the foul. Team's third of the half after the Gobblers were down 3-0 in fouls to open up this game. And one free throw complete. Eli Christie already with a whale of a half at 12 points. We haven't even hit the midway point. We still got 11 minutes in the first half still for the Gobblers. 23-6. Down inside. Carroll with an easy touch pass inside for two. Ryan Carroll with his first points of the night. Eli Christie across half court, right elbow. Ball poked out of his hands. Gobblers turn it over. Back the other way as Ryan Alexander into the game for the Gobblers. First time is Noah Morris. Scoop shot, no good. Rebound down to Johanning. Can't get the initial one to go. Rebounded down to Andrew Martinson for the Gobblers. Coming across in transition for Aitkin. Right side. Three-pointer from Martinson is money. Martinson is 4 of 5 from downtown here in this first half. Andrew Martinson is feeling himself here this game. 26-8. 10:23 to go. Loose ball. Panthers recover to Noah Morris. Morris from the free throw line. Down low, Carroll. Putback shot is good. Able to find something and make something out of nothing. 26-10 now the score. 10 minutes ago in the first half, Eli Christie to Ryan Alexander. Alexander directing traffic right in front of Coach Meter for the Panthers. Right side pass to Alex Palm. Palm out on the right wing, looks for some help. To hand it off, he will to Eli Christie. Christie, right wing, three-pointer, no good. Rebounded down to Johanning. Johanning already off the bench with 4 rebounds here in this first half. Gobblers turn it back the other way. Left side, almost a three. But Blake Morris to Mason Yelanimi. They go hot potato back and forth from left corner to left wing. Johanning, a left-handed jumper from the left elbow. Put back shot, no good. And we'll get a foul called against the likes of the Gobblers. Foul called against Andrew Martinson, his second of the half. At the line now for the first time tonight, we'll get Ryan Carroll. 4th trip to the line for the Panthers. First free throw is good. 26-11 our score. Now welcoming into the broadcast here tonight, Jeremy Jansen, fresh off a trip up to Cloquet for some high school wrestling tonight.
High school wrestling, yeah, roads were good.
Thankfully.
Yes.
Gobblers off to a good start here tonight. Jeremy's second free throw from Carroll's no good. Rebound to Alexander. And the Gobblers, 26-11 the score. Start off a little shaky. 3 quick fouls for the Gobblers, but 4 of 6 now from three-point range to open up the game tonight. Turnover. Johanning lays it up and in for 2. Turnover by the Gobblers, a rare one here in this first half. Have them down for just 3 turnovers now in this first half, but the Gobblers halfway through this first half, up 26-13. Now to Eli Christie. Christie through a triple team. In the left corner now to Ryan Alexander out of the wing. Up top for Brecken Williams. Well, Williams will take it from the top of the circle. Almost stolen away. We get a tackle on the floor there. Brecken Williams wrestled down by Matt Johanning. As a foul called against him. Johanning with his first tonight. Team's 4th. Hopefully the book is good enough for you to comprehend and read here from this first half.
Looks great.
Not my first time.
It's a little neater than the way I do it.
Yeah, it'll work though. Brecken Williams through the lane. What a finish for Brecken Williams after hitting the deck on a tackle on the floor. He cuts through the defense like a hot knife through butter. 28-13. Johanning, tip pass out of the air from Ryan Alexander. will go to Noah Morris. Inside, Carroll. Put back shot, no good. Rebounded down to Brecken Williams. He'll hand it off to Eli Christie across half court.
Big block there.
Huge block in the floor there from the Gobblers. Nathan Price to Eli Christie. Down low for Isaac Osmus from the left corner. To Price, back out to Christie. Change of play. Christie, left elbow extended. A little bit of contact. Kids will play on. 28-13. DeBrecken Williams in the right corner for Nathan Price. Eli Christie from the right wing drives. Dishes out right corner. And a blocking foul against the Park Rapids area Panthers. Referee was pretty close to grabbing the whistle once again there.
Yes.
With the slap of the hands from the Park Rapids player. Johanning with his second in as many possessions.
Two guys there with Eli driving. Went up and actually dished a pass, and the one guy was moving, and I think that's the guy he ran into. You know, the other guy was planted, but I think the ref got it for the block.
28-13 our score here left in this first half, as we have a couple out-of-town scoreboard updates. Halftime over on Skeeter 101.5. Pequot Lakes boys basketball leading at halftime against Crosby Ironton, 26-20 at the halftime break. Over on Cash 95.9, 3WI FM. It's Pillager and Sabika tied at 35 at the half, that being boys basketball tonight. Pequot Lakes girls basketball won 45-30 at Proctor earlier today as well. Early tip-off for them.
It's a showdown, potential showdown for a section final. Proctor had beaten Crosby earlier in the year by 20. You know, granted, that's a lot of things can change, but tight game there for Pequot.
Absolutely, with that being a win for, of course, that contest as well. 28-13, score opening up early for the Gobblers here with 12 points from Eli Christie, 12 points as well for Andrew Martinson, 4 of 5 from three-point range here in this first half for Andrew. And 4 of 6 overall, I should say, I believe 5 of 6 from three-point range tonight for the Gobblers here in this first half. Eli with a couple of threes of his own. Triggered inbound from the right side from Alex Palm, who checked in during the timeout as initial shot blocked. Second opportunity for Isaac Osmus makes it count this time. 30-13 for the Gobblers. 7.5 to go in this first half. We'll go right side to Blake Morris now to number 11 and Corey Johnson. Back up top to Blake Morris. Skips a pass right side. At the free throw line, Johanning. Right corner. Hesitation from Noah Larson. Back to Johanning in the middle of the floor. Hesitates, pops a shot. Good. Cuts the deficit at 15 now. 30-15 in favor of your Aitkin Gobblers. As a foul call. No, quick timeout. Looks like for Coach Stanfield.
Didn't like something in the press. Wanted some guys in the right position, I think, here. And so quick timeout to reset that half-court press.
Another out-of-town scoreboard update. Pequot Lakes Pine River Bacchus Road Crew Wrestling beats Thief River Falls. The Road Crew going to be wrestling for a section championship in Section 8-2A here tonight. They won against Thief River Falls 35-30.
Was Pequot the 1 seed in that section?
Yeah, they were the 2 seed.
2 seed.
So they were the 2 seed, ranked number 7 in the state as well.
So in that must be, I wonder who was in front of them in that.
I believe that'd be just had it right in front of me. No, actually, I don't have that. Darn. I was looking at Section 8-3A as well. Brainerd, I believe, is actually going to be wrestling for a section title as well, and wrestling as well for the Warriors. But 30-15 our score here. Gobblers and the the Park Rapids Panthers here tonight as Tanner Nissen checking in. First time tonight out of the timeout for Coach Stanfield. High inside pass turned over by Aitkin on the errant pass from Tanner Nissen looking for Isaac Osmus. Good crowd on hand tonight. It is Parents' Night as well, Friday night, as the Gobbler boys. Just a couple more home games after tonight. Three-pointer from the right corner from Noah Larson. No good. Rebounded down to Isaac Osmus with 6:45 to go. Eli Christie across half court. Christie looks right side. He'll take a screen from Palm. High inside pass inside the paint now. Double team, near triple team. Christie will drive right baseline. Up and under, tries to throw a pass back out and turns it back the other way to Noah Larson. In transition through a triple team. Now we'll get a foul called on the block attempt. And it will be free throws coming up here for, I believe, Noah Larson. Yes, he will head to the free throw line. 6:26 to go. Foul called against Brecken Williams. That'll be his second tonight. Team's fifth of the half. At the line for Larson. First free throw is good. 30-16. Ryan Alexander will check in for Brecken Williams with his 2 fouls. Second free throw going to be coming up here momentarily. On its way. Good. Flattens out the net as well. They got tangled up on the first free throw. Bullet pass across half court. Eli Christie forced away. Ryan Carroll intercepts the pass to Alex Palm. Coming back the other way, Blake Morris into the right corner for Noah Larson. Cross court heave to, looks like Corey Johnson. High flash pass at the top of the circle once again. Park Rapids to Corey Johnson. 3 on the way, short of the mark. Long rebound down to Eli Christie. 30-17 the score. Gobblers in front, but a couple lackluster possessions the last couple times down the floor. Alexander from the left side. Back over to Alex Palm. Top of the key now for Osmus. He'll get it out on the right wing for Eli Christie. Draws the double team. Will get the pass almost taken away. Now we'll handle it. He'll drive up and in. Not good enough as it's lost and rebounded. A foul called on the way down. It'll go back to the Panthers, it looks like.
I think they're going to get Tanner Nissen for that.
It will go to Tanner Nissen as the announcement confirmed by public address announcer Dave Sedlowski. 5.5 to go in this first half. 30-17, Gobblers in front. Stuck at that 30-point mark for the Gobblers here for at least 6 points for the other side, that belonging to Park Rapids. 3 on the way from Blake Morris out the back of the rim. Tip rebound, Joe Hanning with a putback, can't finish it. Ryan Carroll with another opportunity is fouled at the basket, and he will head to the free throw line. Isaac Osmus right down there trying to close out.
Johannick picked up his 6th rebound this half.
And that's going to be his second foul for Tanner Nissen, my apologies. Had Isaac knocked down for his second foul, but first free throw from Carroll is good. We know Park Rapids can hit free throws, at least we've seen so far in this first half. 7th-team foul for Aitkin as well. On the way, no good, rebounded down to Osmus. Tanner Nissen off the floor and brings back Brecken Williams off the bench. He'll bring the offense across half court for the Gobblers. Pass right side to Eli Christie. Christie surveys through the defense right in front of Coach Meter for the Panthers. To Brecken Williams on the left wing. Left corner now for Eli Christie again, looking for movement. Gets away from the defender, bumped on his way to the basket, and we're getting a block foul. Inbound will come to the left of the basket, no continuation.
Oh, they're going to get 2 free throws.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He was kind of even with the backboard there.
Was through, it looked like he was caught between whether to pass or whether to throw something up towards the basket. First free throw from Eli, no good. Andrew Martinson is back in for the Gobblers. We'll see Mason Yelanimi checking back in, as well as Noah Morris, as Joe Hanning and Johnson both out for the Panthers. 30-18, 31-18. As the Panthers come across half court with the basketball. Looking to the middle of the floor, back out to Blake Morris. Morris spins away from Christie. High cross-court pass, trying to find Noah Morris. It comes out with it to Blake Morris out on the right wing. Feet inside, ball loose out on the floor. Gobblers crash to the floor and get a foul called. Gobblers will keep it with Brecken Williams coming up with loose change. And that's also going to be team foul number 6. No, team foul number 7. Yelanimi, Mason Yelanimi, that'll be his second. Shooting a 1-and-1 will be Brecken Williams with 4:37 to play in the first half. Much like the JV game, which ended up being a 47-44 win for Aitkin. Front end of the free throw is missed, rebounded down to Noah Larson. 4:33 to go in the first half. 13-point lead for Aitkin. Left side, skip pass out on the left side now for Blake Morris. He's going to fire a three off the mark into the hands of Alex Palm. Will give it up to Brecken Williams across half court. Gobblers take their time establishing the offense in the front court for the Gobblers to Isaac Osmus, to Andrew Martinson. Feed pass inside now for the likes of Alex Palm. Up and in for the bank, and it's good.
Alex's first bucket of the evening.
Down low. Shot up and in for Ryan Carroll. An answer back the other way. Back to a 13-point lead for Aitkin, 33-20. 3:47 to go, counting downward here in this first half. Cross half court now, looking for an opportunity. Isaac Osmus' shot inside the paint is good. 35-20. Panthers bring it up across the timeline to the left side. Back to Blake Morris at the top of the circle. Skip pass to Noah Morris. Three on the way. No good. Rebounded down to Eli Christie. Christie will give it up to Brecken. Come across center court. Gets it to Andrew Martinson. Martinson dribbled between the legs. Cut pass down low. Throws up a wild shot, but Eli Christie will be called for a charge, they're going to say.
Wow. The guy slid into that.
Christie with his first foul, team's 8th of the half for the Gobblers with 3:09 to play. 3:08 to go, clock activated, left side. Three on the way from Larson is good. Now makes it 35-23. 8 points in the first half for Noah Larson. Brecken gets it over to Eli Christie from the left wing, dribbles his way into the middle of the floor at the left elbow. Now gets it back out to Brecken Williams, dribbling his way to the top of the circle, right side for Alex Palm. Palm looks right, wants to go left. He'll give it that pass to Martinson inside, an errant pass down on the floor, and the Gobblers get the loose ball up and in for Isaac Osmus.
Good hustle play by Alex Palm there to create that turnover.
Initially, it was going to look for a high inside pass for Alex Palm. Stolen away. Down to the floor went Noah Morris. And the Gobblers forced the turnover back the other way, and a foul called defensively against Brecken Williams. That's going to be, unfortunately, Brecken's third of this first half with 2:15 to play. Tanner Nissen will check back in, but Tanner's got 2 fouls as well. Got a 1-and-1 here for Blake Morris. He'll head to the line for at least one guaranteed. The 2:15 to play in the first half, 37-23. Front end of the 1-and-1 is good. 37-24. Morris, the junior, at 5'11". Second one is good. Nets the pair. 37-25. 12-point lead for the Gobblers. 2:14 to go. Tanner Nissen gets the inbound for Martinson. He'll bring it across half court. Looks for a pass right side. Nobody there. Christie ends up with the ball after the handoff. Christie, free throw jumper. Good. Basket counts, and he's fouled as he hits the deck. Christie. Another and-one opportunity for him. Foul called against Blake Morris. That'll be his second. Initial contact right in the free throw circle. Coming down, I think that he might have landed on a foot or incidental contact, but enough for the official as the and one free throw complete.
Since I've been here, only one official has blown his whistle.
As it's been 40-25. Three-pointer from Noah Morris off the back of the iron. No good. Rebounded down to Alex Palm. Palm draws a double team inside the circle. Now back to Andrew Martinson. He'll get a double team right in front of the Gobbler bench. Tries to dribble out of trouble. He'll give it to Eli Christie in transition. Runs the length of the floor. Up and in. Basket. No, it will not go, but Christie will head back to the free throw line. See some action off the bench here momentarily. Second foul going to Ryan Carroll for tonight. 40-25 the score, but Eli will look to add on some more points here for the Gobblers with a minute 43 to go until half. Front end of the two is good. 41-26 now, I should say. No, that's right. 41-25. I thought I was going crazy for a second. And we're getting ghost points thrown up on the scoreboard. 41-25. Second free throw as Mason Yelanimi is out. Second free throw good for Eli Christie. Now up to 17 here in the first half. 42-25. Park Rapids down with 100 seconds left in the first half. Driving, baseline. Loose ball taken away by the Gobblers. As Noah Larson tried to kick a pass towards the middle of the floor. Tanner Nissen across half court for Aitkin. The minute 25 to go. Alex Palm to Eli Christie. Inside Isaac Osmus. His shot impeded upon. Block on the way there from Ryan Carroll. As coming across half court will be to Noah Morris. Morris high inside, pass up and in for Noah Larson. 42-27, a 15-point advantage. With a minute to go, Tanner Nissen across half court. Doesn't like to go to the left as it's going to be a ball player down on the floor for Park Rapids with an official stoppage here. Is trying to reach. I don't know if maybe when Christie reached for the loose ball, a foot might have clipped Noah Morris on his way down, but
yeah,
Coach Meter and athletic trainer Laura Parkin slaps him on the shoulder, says, all right, you're okay.
You're okay.
Might have just been, might have gotten an errant foot
yeah,
below the belt.
I think it was. I think it was.
So Noah Morris will get up with some assistance from Coach Meter. 42-27 as Morris will check out. Blake Morris will check in for Noah Morris. 50.9 seconds left until halftime. 42-27. Aitkin leads here on YourLiveEvent.com. Paul Vold joined alongside Jeremy Jansen here in this first half. Gobblers lead. Tanner Nissen across half court, left side to Alex Palm. Palm flashes the pass back out to the right side now for Ryan Alexander. Inside Eli Christie, high shot, no good. Rebound down to Palm, is lost out of his hands, last touched by the Panthers. 36 seconds to go. Gobblers had the basketball. 42-27. As Nissen will trigger the inbound to left of the basket. We'll get it to Nathan Price, who checked in during the most recent stoppage. Christie will back out here. Look to hold for as long as he can from the top of the circle. Looks right side. He'll look up towards the scoreboard and dribble back out near midcourt. Top of the right side. Free throw line. Draws in defenders left and right. 17 seconds to go. Alexander, left corner. Three on the way for Alexander. No good. Rebound tipped loose. High out of the air. The Panthers unable to close. Back left side. 8 seconds to go. Gobblers with a hand on a foul called against the Panthers against Eli Christie. Heading the line will be Eli Christie. Foul called against number 13, Matt Johanning. It'll be his third. 5.5 seconds to go. First free throw guaranteed is no good from Eli Christie. He'll get the second regardless, as now the Gobblers in the double bonus. 10th foul of the first half for the Park Rapids area Panthers. Second free throw is good.
Eli 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
43-27, 3 seconds to go. Across half court, Blake Morris at the buzzer just misses the mark, and that will end the first half. 43-27, Aitkin on top. Fast and furious start leads to a 16-point lead at the halftime break. Get a look here with the out-of-town scoreboard. First half numbers and more still coming up. Gobblers lead 43-27 here on YourLiveEvent.com.
We are ISD1.
We are ISD1.
We are ISD1.
We are ISD1.
Mr. May's ornithology class.
My last 6 years on the Aitkin All-Stars.
Going to Rumble on the Red wrestling tournament.
I was going to the state tournament last year for wrestling.
Making one of those last-minute shots against Crosby.
Going to state my 10th grade year for wrestling.
The Virginia tournament during basketball.
My chemistry class last year.
I would say the Virginia tournament.
Going to state my freshman year for dance. Being able to participate in multiple sports teams.
We always practice good sportsmanship and respect. Go Gobblers. Go All-Stars.
I'm dreaming of a world where the crack of a bat is not just a hobby, but a lifestyle. Where I can build upon long traditions from the ground up. I want to work in an industry where all people can make their own field of dreams become reality. I'm going to elevate the world of sports someday.
We are ISD1.
We are ISD1.
We are ISD1.
We are ISD1.
My favorite teacher is Mr. Dustin Richters.
Favorite teacher is Mr. Miller.
Mr. Googe is my favorite teacher.
Definitely Miss Grader. Definitely Miss Grader in class biology. Mr. May.
Right now is psychology.
Mr. Smith's my favorite teacher.
Mr. May's science class.
Any art class. Mr. May in my ornithology class.
We always practice good sportsmanship and respect. Go Gobblers. Go All-Stars.
It's been more than just a family tradition since 1938. Purchasing a new Ford car, truck, or pre-owned vehicle from Aitkin Motors. Family owned and operated. Aitkin Motors offers you a stress-free car shopping experience. Need an oil change? New tires? Check out the low-price tire guarantee. Aitkin Motors has a full service department with factory-trained Ford technicians. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit AitkinMotorsCO.com.
Welcome back here on YourLiveEvent.com as the halftime score reads 43-27. Aitkin Gobblers lead against the Park Rapids Panthers. By that score, 43-27. Paul Vold joined alongside with Jeremy Jansen at the halftime break. Gobblers getting off to a quick start, getting some big shots early on. In fact, the first 3 shots they made were from three-point range, 2 of them belonging to Andrew Martinson and also Eli Christie with the other. They get out in front early. We're starting to close things on the defensive end with rebounding too and forcing some turnovers, taking advantage. Gobblers get up by as much as 18 in the first half. Take a 16-point lead here in the halftime break. But one of the big numbers here of the 43 points, 19 of them belonging to Eli Christie in the first half, Jeremy.
Yep, 19 points for Eli. A couple rebounds, 6 of 8 from the free throw line. And a nice half. Andrew Martinson with 12 points and a board. And Isaac Osmus, 8 points, 5 rebounds. Gobblers commit 7 turnovers in the first half, 14 team rebounds. Leading the way for the Park Rapids Panthers. We have Noah Larson with 10 and Ryan Carroll with 8. 12 team rebounds for the Panthers and 10 turnovers for Park Rapids.
With it being, of course, 43-27, the halftime break. Get a chance to look at our out-of-town scoreboard here this evening. Of course, earlier over on KKIN AM 930 FM 103.1, the Aitkin Gobblers Wrestlers in the semifinals of the Section 7 2A team tournament fall against Mora, 37-30 up at Cloquet High School. Halftime score over on Skeeter 101.5. The boys game between Pequot Lakes and Crosby Ironton at the half, 26-20 in favor of the Patriots. Halftime score over on Cash 95.9 as Pillager and Sabika tied at 35. Pequot Lakes girls basketball won earlier today, 45-30, while the Pequot Lakes Pine River Bacchus Road Crew, the 2 seed in the Section 7 2A wrestling tournament in Thief River Falls, defeat host Thief River Falls 35-30 as they're going to be vying for a section championship here in the coming evening as well. But again, our halftime score, 43-27. Youngsters getting a chance here out on the court to play here this evening. A little inter-squad scrimmage, but our Gobblers are ahead by the score of 43-27. We'll get a break here on the halftime show. Get more with, of course, the second half adjustments coming up here and more with, of course, the halftime break. 43-27 here. Aitkin on top of Park Rapids on YourLiveEvent.com.
I'm dreaming of a world where the crack of a bat is not just a hobby, but a lifestyle. Where I can build upon long traditions from the ground up. I want to work in an industry where all people can make their own field of dreams become reality. I'm going to elevate the world of sports someday.
I'm dreaming of a world where everyone has the opportunity for education. Where classrooms are not only a place to learn, but to make an impact. I will help the next generation of game changers and difference makers. I am going to teach the world someday.
Here in beautiful central Minnesota, we get to enjoy nature every day. At Mille Lacs Energy Cooperative, we understand because we live, work, and play here too. However, just because you're not in the big city doesn't mean you can't have access to great internet service. Let MLEC Fiber give you the fast and reliable internet you deserve. Check to see if MLEC Fiber is available where you live. Visit us online or call our office at 218-429-0433.
I'm dreaming of a world where thinkers and doers collide, where technology creates pathways for new opportunities and ideas. I want to ask questions and shape the answers that lead to real and meaningful advancements in this digital era. I'm going to innovate the world someday.
Welcome back here on YourLiveEvent.com. Aitkin Gobblers leading 43-27 on YourLiveEvent.com against the Park Rapids area Panthers tonight. Gobblers ahead here, now riding the midst of back-to-back wins and also 3 wins in their last 5 games, I should say, with this contest here tonight. Leading by that score of 43-27. Again, halftime score with the likes of Eli Christie, 19 points, 12 points as well for Eli Christie with 19 points, 12 points, I should say, for Andrew Martinson here tonight. And then also on the other side, Noah Larson with 10 points here in the first half to lead the way for Park Rapids as well. He's got a couple of rebounds, but also coming off the bench, Matt Johanning, 4 points, but 6 rebounds in the first half for the Park Rapids area Panthers here. With, again, now much earlier in the first half, it was a one-sided affair in rebounding, but things were starting to even out towards those last few minutes with a 14-12 decision in favor of the Aitkin Gobblers in rebounds. But a big thing early on of turnovers. Early on, the turnovers were one-sided with the Park Rapids area Panthers. 10 turnovers in the first half, 7 for Aitkin in total. But the Gobblers were able to take advantage of those turnovers early in the first half as well. Youngsters getting a chance here out on the floor here to play in front of a good crowd here this evening. But second half of basketball will be coming up here. The Panthers coming out of the halftime locker room, so we'll get more of their second half adjustments for the Gobblers. I think one thing they're definitely have to do is definitely attack the basket a lot more, even with a couple of players. Brecken Williams with 3 fouls. Tanner Nissen's got a pair as well. Andrew Martinson's also got 2 fouls, but they continue to attack the basket. They'll put themselves in a good position as even with the Park Rapids area Panthers getting the free throw line early, they will have to continue the fight to the rack as well. Get a break here on the halftime show. Gobblers leading 43-27. Second half will be coming up here momentarily here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Has an unfortunate mishap, you want the best in quality bodywork. You need to take it to Aitkin Body Shop. They can handle any collision or auto glass repair, and they have a state-of-the-art facility and technology. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit them at 421 North Minnesota Avenue. Towing services also available. Give them a call at 218-927-2883. Remember the name that stands for quality and trust. That's Aitkin Body Shop, providing exceptional auto body collision and paint repair since 1974.
We are ISD1.
We are ISD1.
We are ISD1.
We are ISD1.
Mr. May's ornithology class.
My last 6 years on the Aitkin All-Stars.
Going to Rumble on the Red wrestling tournament.
Just going to the state tournament last year for wrestling.
Making one of those last-minute shots against Crosby.
Going to state my 10th grade year for wrestling.
The Virginia tournament during basketball.
My chemistry class last year.
I would say the Virginia tournament.
Going to state my freshman year for dance. Being able to participate in multiple sports teams.
We always practice good sportsmanship and respect. Go Gobblers. Go All-Stars.
Here in beautiful central Minnesota, we get to enjoy nature every day. At Mille Lacs Energy Cooperative, we understand because we live, work, and play here too. However, just because you're not in the big city doesn't mean you can't have access to great internet service. Let MLEC Fiber give you the fast and reliable internet you deserve. Check to see if MLEC Fiber is available where you live. Visit us online or call our office at 218-429-0433.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
Welcome back here as the second half just moments away here from the start. Aitkin Gobblers leading 43-27 against the Park Rapids area Panthers on yourliveevent.com. Quick out-of-town scoreboard update as well, of course, with the Pequot Lakes Pine River Bacchus Roku wrestling team defeating Thief River Falls 35-30. They're wrestling between, they're going to wrestle tonight Dilworth Glendon Felton Rebels as they defeated Perham 34-21. For the Section 8 2A title that'll be coming up here with a berth to the state tournament coming up here next week. So a little bit of out-of-town scoreboard update as well. And I also learned with that run from the Rebels they had during football season, I actually have a second cousin once removed that plays for Dilworth Glendon Felton. I think is a wrestler as well. But learned that with that run the Rebels had in the state tournament as well for football this year, unfortunately falling in the state championship as well with that famous hook and lateral play against New London Spicer, I believe that was, that had that. But Gobblers and the Park Rapids area Panthers here, just a couple last-second shots to be put up here. Second half, just moments away here, Jeremy. You see with the way the Gobblers got up early, but there were a couple of moments as well where Park Rapids wasn't shying away. They're starting to hit some shots. It's a 16-point lead here, but the Gobblers just need to tighten up a few things here going into the second half.
Right, they were one possession away from making that single digits. When I got here a little late, it was 23-6, Gobblers up 17, and so close out the halftime up 16. Played well, but the one thing that you're going to see how Park Rapids played defensively, they played pressure defense the second half, the second part of that first half, and I don't think they're going to go away quietly here.
Second half just moments away here from the start. Gobblers will get the possession right out of the locker room as well. They'll be working left to right here on your computer screens at yourliveevent.com. 43-27. Andrew Martinson will inbound the basketball right below our feet here from the Aitkin High School gymnasium. Gobblers looking to get back to the 500 record in the home category as well at 6-7. Eli Christie impeded upon down on the floor. We start off the second half with a foul. This one will go against. Looks like
Noah Morris.
Noah Morris. It'll be his second. Start the second half. 10 seconds in. No points for Morris so far here tonight. Inbound, Eli Christie, left corner, three, left all alone, no good. Long rebound, and we get a foul called, and that's going to be judging by the demeanor of Andrew Martinson. That's going to be against him, which will make it foul number 3, 13 seconds into the second half. And the way Martinson started off, hitting of 3 of 3 of three-point range and even 4 of 5 in the first half. He's going to stay on the floor with those 3 fouls already. Shot missed, rebounded down to Isaac Osmus for the Gobblers. 17:30 to play in regulation tonight. It'll be Brecken Williams, Andrew Martinson out on the right wing. Bullet pass inside to Christie. Hesitates, turn around, jump shot good for Eli Christie. He's over 20 points tonight at 21. Do correct that score. Math tabulations. Scoreboard had 18 points at half for Eli, but it was correct at 19. Now he's at 21 this evening. High pass goes out of bounds. Turnover for the Panthers. And we'll
11th turnover, team turnover on the night. First of the second half.
17:02 to go. Across half court comes Brecken Williams here on this Parents' Night Friday night. Gobbler girls had Parents' Night last night. Down low, and Isaac Osmus crashes the board, slaps him as he hammers one up and in. Now up to a 20-point lead, largest of the night for the Gobblers at 47-27. Block in transition.
Going to get Alex for his first foul tonight.
Alex will make it now the first team foul of the half, or second, I should say, second for Aitkin. 16:42. Morris will inbound straight on now to Noah Larson to Mason Yelanimi. Skip pass down low off the foot. Andrew Martinson, kick save and a beauty.
Speaking of that, 0-0 after one. Wild and Stars.
Another inbound for the Panthers, I should say. Down to Yelanimi. Goes up and in. Can't finish a shot. Gets the rebound as it was tipped out of his hands. Another rebound for the Gobblers. This one to Alex Palm. He'll give it up to Brecken Williams across half court. Martinson to Osmus. Bank shot in. Osmus with back-to-back buckets for the Gobblers to Noah Morris. Top of the right side, Noah Morris. Cross-court heave out to the left wing now for Noah Larson. Larson skips it to number 11, Corey Johnson. Tries to throw a pass down low. Saved by Noah Morris to Blake Morris. Draws the defender away for a three. No good. Rebounded down to Alex Palm. 49-27. Gobblers with a 6-0 run out of the halftime locker room. Three from Christie, no good. Coming back the other way, hard charging is Noah Larson. Right side to Noah Morris. Morris dribbles behind his back between the legs. Pass through the hands of Yelanimi, but Blake Morris catches it, throws up a shot in the lane, and a travel. Back the other way to the Gobblers. 6-0 run to start off the second half for the Gobblers. Tanner Nissen will check in. He comes in with 2 fouls. Brecken Williams out with his third. Andrew Martinson also with 3 fouls. He'll remain in. Nissen across half court. Throws a pass away. Yelanimi stretches it out to Blake Morris. He'll take it himself. Blocked on his way to the basket. Eli Christie coming, charging up from behind. Blocks it out of the air, but it will be a foul called against. Oh, they're going to give this one to Martinson. That can't be right, could it? Or they're gonna, they called the block against Martinson, apparently. That's foul number 4 for Andrew. That's going to chase Brecken Williams off the bench. Martinson aghast by the call. First free throw, no good from Blake Morris. At the line shooting a pair as Andrew Martinson will check out. Brecken back into the game. He has 3 fouls. Well, if anything, they were going to call the block shot attempt, but simultaneously with Eli Christie. Now getting some explanation. So they're changing the foul against Andrew to go to Eli, who has now 2 fouls for Eli. So it's still going to be 3 fouls for Andrew Martinson, but he's off the floor currently. Second free throw is good. 49-28. Glad they cleared that up.
Yes.
For Andrew's sake as well. But for the Gobblers' sake, almost stolen away. We get a reach from behind as Noah Morris came crashing in on Tanner Nissen at the top of the circle. Noah Morris with his third. Now makes it the second player for Park Rapids with a foul here tonight. With 3 fouls, I should say, in total. Nissen's inbound to Brecken Williams. Is going to be well guarded by Noah Morris at the free throw line for Brecken to Eli Christie at the right elbow. Ball stripped out of his hands. Mason Yelanimi will take it, and he's going to be called for a carry. 15 minutes to go here. 49-28. Not a real good flow here to start the second half.
Yeah, 5 turnovers combined here in the early going.
Handful of fouls as well. Only 3 minutes gone by in regulation here to start the second half. Into the right corner now for Brecken Williams. Double team on him, and another foul. This one going to go against Alex Palm. We shaved off another 12 seconds between whistles. It's going to go against Alex Palm. That'll be his second.
I think that was a good acting job. Alex got a little pressure on him, and the guy fell over.
49-28 the score. Noah Larson from the top of the circle hands it off now to Noah Morris. Tries to work back to the left wing, stopped by Tanner Nissen. Down low along the baseline, back out. Blake Morris and Noah Morris. Looks for action and a foul against Tanner Nissen. That's going to be his third. Getting into a stretch here, just about any context going to draw a whistle of some kind.
They banged heads, Morris and Nissen did.
I certainly wouldn't want to bang my head against Tanner Nissen.
Nope.
We've seen a couple of times, even here in the basketball court. Still trying to remember from that game where he and running point guard met at midcourt, and Tanner Nissen won that battle. It's a 3 from the right corner. It's going to be 2.
Call it a 2.
Call it a 2 to Noah Larson. That's important. With it 49-30 the score. As Nissen is out, Martinson back in for the Gobblers with his now 2 fouls. Pass inside, stripped away, poked out of the hands of Isaac Osmus by Ryan Carroll. Turned back the other way to Park Rapids. 49-30. Left corner, Noah Larson. Larson, cross-court heave high over the head. It's going to be brought down by Coach Meter out of bounds, and it will go back to the Aitkin Gobblers. Nathan Price will check in for Alex Palm as he'll get a rest. 13:51 to play. 49-30 our score. 5 fouls for Aitkin in the second half compared to 2 for Park Rapids. Cross-court heave left all alone. Andrew Martinson going to fire the 3 off the back of the rim. No good. Chasing a rebound. Blake Morris will come out with the loose ball. Martinson was left open for days. In rhythm pass. Much better shot for the Gobblers there on that open 3-pointer. 49-30 the score. 13:27 counting downward in the second half. Go to Blake Morris at the top of the circle. Left side now. Driving. Larson along the left baseline. Gets the shot to go. Gobblers are up by 22 here. It's cut to 17 right now. Now 14 points for Noah Larson in this ball game. Brecken, top of the right side, and in the right corner for Andrew Martinson. Back out to Eli Christie. Christie, top left side, back into the corner for Martinson for a 3. No good. Rebounded into the hands of Blake Morris. Now Noah Morris from the free throw line. Stops at the free throw line, back out now. Top of the left side once again, cross-court pass. Wing to wing now. Blake Larson now into the right side. 3 on the way. No good for Larson. Brought down by Andrew Martinson. 12.5 to go. And a timeout taken by Aitkin. 12:33 to go here in the second half. 49-32 our score. Gobblers lead here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
Welcome back here on YourLiveEvent.com. 49-32 Aitkin Gobblers leading against the Park Rapids area Panthers. Paul Vold joined alongside Jeremy Jansen. Final score over on Skeeter 101.5. Pequot Lakes Patriots boys went over Crosby Ironton 61-46 final score in that one. Gobblers winning against Crosby Ironton earlier this week 48-46 in a thrilling classic Crosby Ironton Aitkin matchup, and certainly did not disappoint with that win on a Tuesday for the Gobblers, who now have 2 straight wins, 3 wins in the last 5 games for the Gobblers as well. So coming together here at the right time for Aitkin.
Yeah, they've been playing well, getting additional scoring for a while there. Eli kind of leading the way. You know, he's leading the way tonight, but you've got Martinson in double digits. You've got Isaac in double digits, and so getting some supplementary scoring is good to see.
49-32, Gobblers have been a little bit dry since that 6-0 start to open up the contest in the second half. Pass tipped out of the air from Christie by Mason Yelanimi. We'll give it across half court now for Noah Morris. Morris at the top of the circle, directs left side to Ryan Carroll, back to Morris, fires a deep NBA range 3-pointer, rebounded down to Martinson. Lost it, but now gets it right back. 12 minutes to go, Gobblers up 17. Brecken Williams at the top of the circle once again. Looks for a pass to give out to Eli Christie, which he will. Into the right corner for Brecken once again. Pushing inside to Isaac Osmus. Nathan Price, left corner. Martinson going to fire the 3-pointer. Good for Andrew Martinson. Needed that one to come through. 52-32, back up to 20. That's score for the Gobblers. 11:36 to go. Top of the key now. Larson, bullet pass in the hands of Joe Hanning from the free throw line. Knocks it down. 52-34 now. Gobblers will take their time as they bring it across half court with this now 18-point lead to their credit. Christie from the free throw line. Dishes right side. Price, jumper, good. Back up to 20 once again at 54-34. Nathan Price with his first points of the night. Left side out on the wing now for Noah Larson. Larson to Noah Morris. Right side, Ryan Carroll. Back up top to Morris once again. Backs out. Directing the offense where to go. The free throw line for Joe Hanning. He'll drive. Double team on him. Basket will not go. Rebound tipped out of the air by Osmus. Brought into the hands of Eli Christie. Crowd participation big on that possession for the Gobblers. 54-34 inside. Martinson, scoop shot no good. Fight for a rebound. Osmus comes out with the board. Blocked halfway up as it's last touched by a Panther going out of bounds. It'll stay with the Gobblers. Isaac Osmus will get a break with Alex Palm coming out on the floor with 10:34 to play.
Isaac with 12 points, 7 boards so far tonight.
Freshman getting a much-needed siesta out on the bench. The Alex Palm now back on the inbound from Christie to Andrew Martinson. Martinson with 15 points on the night. Eli Christie with 21. He's in the right corner. Stops, free throw line, jumper off the side of the rim, no good. Rebounded down to Joe Hanning. He'll give it up to Noah Morris across half court. Morris at the top of the circle, left side for Noah Larson. Back up top to Morris. Fires the three-pointer, good. 54-37 now with the three-pointer from Noah Morris. And believe it or not, his first points of the game tonight.
Yeah. It seems like he's been very active on the scoring sheet, but first points.
Now to Nathan Price, right corner for Brecken Williams. Down low, Palm, turnaround shot off the back of the rim, no good. Went off the backboard, just a little too high off that backboard to Noah Morris out on the right wing. Morris, back up top to Joe Hanning. Joe Hanning looks for traffic, is stolen away by Eli Christie. Christie double team on him, lays it up, blocked halfway up by Joe Hanning. Gobblers get the loose ball right back, left corner. Christie dishes a pass. Right corner, Martinson for three. Off the back of the rim, long rebound. Fought for it down low. And it's good. The Gobblers come out with it to Eli Christie. After it's brought to the front court. Alex Palm left all alone. Can't finish it. Put back shot. It's good. Avoiding near disaster. The Gobblers do multiple times as we get a foul called in transition as Eli Christie will be guilty for foul number 3, it looks like. That will be his third to go along with his 21 points here tonight. Gobblers getting a little bit loose on that last offensive possession, but get the ultimate points that they needed, 56-37, the lead at 19. Right side to Noah Morris. Three-pointer once again for Morris, no good. Long rebound in the corner. It goes out of bounds. It'll go back to Aitkin. 9:05 to play. Gobblers ahead by 19 at 56-37. Gobblers will be back in action. They'll hit the road on Tuesday. They'll be at Proctor. And they'll play at home on Friday. They're going to have one more road contest beyond that. I know that they'll be...
They got to go to Detroit Lakes, yeah.
Yep, that's right. They got to go to Detroit Lakes on Thursday. Then they'll be at home Friday night. And then also the Tuesday, the 27th. Jumper from Nathan Price is good. Good ball movement from the Gobblers there to get a Price a shot for him. Now 4 points on the night for him coming off the bench. And a timeout taken on the floor. 8.5 to play. 58-37 our score. Gobblers lead here on YourLiveEvent.com. We'll be back here after a break.
Riverwood Healthcare Center in Aitkin provides total joint care for shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, hands, and wrists. Our team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons use innovative procedures to increase mobility and reduce pain. Get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader for orthopedics and sports medicine.
58-37 our score on YourLiveEvent.com. Out-of-town scoreboard update. Pillager defeats Sabika in boys basketball tonight on Cash 95.9. A little bit of an earlier start for them. But actually, that being the boys game here tonight over on Cash 95.9. 0-0 with a minute left in the second there. Correct, Jeremy?
0-0 with the Stars. Wild on shooting the Stars 25-17.
58-37, the score. Right side pass. Mason Yelanimi up top to Noah Morris. Morris to Yelanimi. Back and forth they go here from top of the circle to the right wing. Morris from the top of the key, left side out on that elbow. Now draws it back out. Skip pass to Ryan Carroll. Throws up a shot, denied by the side of the rim. Into the hands of Andrew Martinson. Will give it back to Brecken Williams at the top of the key now across half court. Dribbling back out now is Brecken. Heels near that midcourt stripe, but he'll get it forward for the Gobblers. Looking for a feed pass inside. Martinson trying to find Nathan Price, but Noah Morris will lay up and in. Bodies go flying as Martinson will be guilty of a foul as he went in on Noah Morris. Morris will head to the line, and Martinson will be guilty of foul. Officially now foul number 4 for him this evening. And that's going to chase some more players off the bench for Aitkin. I see Eli Christie waiting to check back in. First free throw is good. 58-38. Martinson will come out for Christie. Comes back in after subbing out with 21 points here this evening. Noah Morris at the line to shoot his second free throw. Good. 58-39. 7:44 to play. Eli Christie gives it to Brecken Williams across half court. Brecken in the left corner gets it inside to Nathan Price. Poked out of his hands by Corey Johnson. Will go out of bounds. It'll stay with the Gobblers. Ryan Alexander into the contest as well, checking in during that timeout. Final as well as Section 7 2A wrestling after this pass into the right corner for Ryan Alexander. Looks foot back out to Christie. Right corner. Alexander for 3. Rattles off the top of the rim, off the top of the backboard. No good. A rebound almost taken away by the Gobblers once again. Three-pointer in transition. Short of the mark. Rebound loose. Turnaround jumper for Johnson. Finds the bottom of the net after it swims around the bowl a few times. 58-41 the score. Mora wins the section title 55-21 against Grand Rapids. The Mora Mustangs back to the state tournament as a team. Of course, coverage of the section final was on KKN AM 930 FM 103.1. We were planning on having coverage no matter if Aitkin was in it or not. Just would have been a bonus if the Gobblers were in the section championship. Unfortunately, they fell against Mora 37-30 earlier this evening. Layup no good from the from the Panthers, I should say, and Blake Morris is a timeout taken by Aitkin. 6:37 to go. 58-41 the score. Gobblers up by 17 here with 6.5 to go. Timeout taken by Coach Scott Stanfield. And again, a couple final scores just rolling in as of late. Pequot Lakes boys basketball over Crosby Ironton 61-46. Pillager boys over Sabika 89-70. And of course, Mora Wrestling wins Section 7 2A over Grand Rapids 55-21.
That was a good match with the Gobblers, Mora and Aitkin. Couple matches here or there. Gobblers wrestled really tough, and so a great team season for the Gobblers, and now on to individuals.
Coverage of that individual section wrestling tournament we'll have for you coming up Saturday the 25th on YourLiveEvent.com. We're going to be there all day. Not me personally, but we'll be there all day. Lance Bauman, Noah Caruso, I believe Devin Kruger will be making the trip down to Rush City. After the inbound, the Gobblers get 2 more for Isaac Osmus, now over 60 tonight. In total points, I should say, not 60 for Isaac Osmus. That would be a feat within itself. But the Gobblers leading 60-41. Foul called on the floor.
Eli's 4th.
Eli Christie. Team's 8th foul of the half as well with 6:18 to play. That is going to be Eli's 4th. Him and Andrew Martinson, Gobblers with 4 fouls. Brecken Williams also with 3 fouls as well. Tanner Nissen will be chased off the bench here momentarily. Free throw on the front end, no good. Rebounded down to number 2 and Caleb Arola. Off the bench after the timeout. He'll be fouled. I believe that is going to be.
No, they call it a jump ball, Paul.
They called it a jump ball. How about that?
Possession retained to the Panthers.
Possession arrow go to Aitkin after the inbound. to Blake Morris, to Mason Yelanimi, back to Blake Morris at the top of the circle. Christie comes out for Tanner Nissen. Mason Yelanimi to Arola through the floor. Shot no good from the Panthers. Rebounded down after the missed shot. Arola through the middle of the paint. Gets the shot to follow through. 60-43. After the missed shot and rebound from Corey Johnson, Caleb Arola gets his first points of the night off the bench. Andrew Martinson, tip pass to Brecken Williams. High pass off the backboard, looking for Alex Palm. Gobblers with big eyes on that one on the pass. Now to the left corner, dribbling his way through the floor to Noah Morris to Mason Yelanimi. Yelanimi skips it at the free throw line. Out to number 11 and Corey Johnson, the free throw line once again. Turns away from a defender. Morris, left-handed three-pointer, no good. Rebounded down to Tanner Nissen. Bodies hit the deck, no foul called. As a foul call this time on a block, it will be on the other end as, well, once again, Tanner Nissen introduces himself to an opponent. 60-43 the score. The foul called against Noah Morris. That'll be his fourth. 5:16 to play. 60-43, inbound, right at midcourt to Brecken Williams, to Nathan Price from Andrew Martinson. Three-pointer from Martinson, hits off the side of the rim and will be stopped. Luckily enough, there's a kid that's 6'8" on the floor and just a little half jump and swats it back into play. Gobblers will give it back. Actually, they'll keep the basketball,
jump ball
with the jump ball.
Yeah.
I always forget that part, especially because it happens so rarely in game when the ball gets stuck between the backboard and the rim that it is technically a jump ball. Left corner, three-pointer from Tanner Nissen, no good. Swatting out for a rebound, and Drew Martinson comes out with it. Ball loose out on the floor, and Brecken Williams will regain. To Nathan Price, back up top to Brecken Williams. Under 5 to play, 60-43 the score, Gobblers ahead. Into the right side now for the Gobblers. Tanner Nissen at the top of the circle. Double defended against into Brecken Williams. Williams to Isaac Osmus, and a foul in on a reach against the Park Rapids area Panthers. That'll be foul number 4 of the half. First against Corey Johnson. With a 17-point lead, 4.5 to go, it feels like it's a 1-point lead here for Aitkin the way this contest is shaping up.
Yeah, the Panthers have played tough here in the second half.
Inbound to Brecken Williams. Brings it up to the front court now for Tanner Nissen, left corner. Back out, Tanner. Brecken Williams, right wing. Gets into Martinson just inside the three-point corner. Swinging it back around to Tanner Nissen. Skip pass to Brecken Williams at the free throw line. Dishes left corner now. Almost intercepted by the Panthers, but Tanner Nissen a double team on him. Right corner, Martinson fakes the three. He'll drive, loses the handle. And it swats out of his hands into the hands of Corey Johnson. Outlets to Noah Larson. Lays it up and doesn't want to go this time. Loose ball on the floor. Noah Morris scrummed out on the floor here, and we are going to get a jump ball on the tie-up, which will go to the Panthers as a collective gasp after Noah Morris and I believe Tanner Nissen collide with each other. Caught it out of the corner of my eye. Wasn't quite sure to the extent said altercation. Score remains 60-43 with 4:02 to play. Inbound to left of the basket for Noah Morris. It'll go to Noah Larson. Mason Yelanimi right on the floor. Free throw line jumper no good from Corey Johnson. Ball down on the floor. And the Panthers and Gobblers will tie up again. Ball will go to the Aitkin Gobblers. Possession arrow will belong to Park Rapids after the inbound from Aitkin. 3:54 to go. Right at midcourt for Isaac Osmus. Now to Eli Christie, who just checked back into the game. He's going to be called a block against Christie. Looks like Ryan Carroll. And that'll be his third foul of this game. 3:46 to go. Inbound right at midcourt. Now to the Gobbler side. Eli Christie with a handle with his 21 points and 4 fouls tonight. Looking For an opportunity to pass, he will to Nathan Price. Price, cross-court heave once again into the right side now, down low for Isaac Osmus. Oh, almost went for the two-hand jam, almost mistimed it, but left it short. Gobblers would have taken two regardless. Streaking down the floor, and Noah Morris going to be blocked in the lane and hits the deck. Gobblers come up empty-handed on that one, and it'll be a foul call against Nathan Price for the Gobblers. 60-43 the score.
That's Nathan's first foul of the evening.
Noah Morris at the line. He's got 4 fouls tonight. 3:25 to go. First free throw, good. Makes it now 16-point difference, 60-44. Alex Palm will check in for Isaac Osmus. 3:25 to go. Second free throw from Nora Morris on the way. No good. Rebounded down to Price. We'll give it back to the Gobblers. Brecken Williams to Andrew Martinson. Martinson directing traffic as he's caught right at midcourt, but able to break out to Eli Christie. Christie to Martinson at the top of the circle, drawing in double teams left and right defensively for the players around the perimeter. To Nathan Price. Price, tip ball out of the air. Gobblers will let it roll out of bounds, and it will stay with Aitkin after last being touched by Corey Johnson. Exactly 3 minutes to play. Timeout taken by Park Rapids. 60-44 our score. We'll step aside for a quick timeout as well. Gobblers lead by 16 on YourLiveEvent.com.
If your vehicle has an unfortunate mishap, you want the best in quality bodywork. You need to take it to Aitkin Body Shop. They can handle any collision or auto glass repair, and they have a state-of-the-art facility and technology. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit them at 421 North Minnesota Avenue. Towing services also available. Give them a call at 218-927-2883. Remember the name that stands for quality and trust. That's Aitkin Body Shop, providing exceptional auto body collision and paint repair since 1974.
60-44 our score on YourLiveEvent.com. Aitkin Gobblers leading the Park Rapids area Panthers. Second half has been marred with a heavy dose of whistles and fouls to each side, and things getting, it feels like it should only be like about a 4-point lead for Aitkin, but it's a 16-point advantage, Jeremy.
Yeah, you know, not a lot of scoring here in the second half. Solid defense, balls, turnovers, and fouls going back and forth. So Gobblers still retain that 16-point lead, 17 at half, and or 16, it was 16 at half, right?
It was, yeah, 43-27 and half. It was 16. Gobblers led by as much as 22 here in this second half. Gobblers will inbound the basketball after the ball rolled out of bounds after trying to set up the offense with exactly 3 minutes to go. Gobblers will even their record at home here after the last 3 minutes. The ball rolling out of bounds. Looking for confirmation on the call. Official wants. Looks like both teams, both officials talking things over. Jump ball. We'll give the ball to the Panthers after neither official
could see it.
Could see it, yeah.
They should have just asked the fans down here.
They should have.
They could have told them.
They would have been honest.
Right, yeah, right.
They had a bird's eye view of the whole thing.
Certainly they would have said black ball.
Absolutely. Ball out to the right wing now for Park Rapids. Mason Yelanimi, jumper from the right elbow is good. 60-46, 2.5 to go.
Yelanimi's first field goal of the evening.
Gobblers bringing it out to the front court. Eli Christie from the top of the circle. Swings it left side now for Brecken Williams. Williams with 2:25 to Nathan Price. Cross-court heave again, looking to the right corner, but gets to the free throw line. Now right corner, Andrew Martinson from three, off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound down to Palm. Palm skips it back out now to Christie, to Nathan Price, back to Palm from the left elbow. Spins away from a couple of defenders to Eli Christie. Gobblers content to play keep away here as Andrew Martinson will go up and in for two. Been stuck on 60 for the last couple minutes. Now makes it 62-46. Down in the left corner. Driving in. Yelanimi leaves the shot short. Fight for a rebound. It's going to be brought down by Noah Larson. Hands it off to Ryan Carroll, who go up and in for two. 62-48 with 1:43 to go. Gobblers in the backcourt to Andrew Martinson. Slings it out to to Nathan Price, I should say. Now to Eli Christie. Christie at the free throw line to Alex Palm. Palm at the free throw line, right side now for Andrew Martinson. Stolen away by Noah Morris. 1:19 to go. Clock counting downward. 3 on the way is good from Noah Morris, and a timeout taken by Park Rapids. 1:14. It's an 11-point lead at 62-51.
This is kind of how it went up there. We were
yes,
up,
it was.
I think we were up 10 with under a minute to play, and it ended with a 1-point victory.
Well, we're hoping
Granted, the clock expired as that last three-pointer went in, but, you know.
Definitely don't want to go much further than that. Again, Gobblers will be in action coming up on Tuesday at Proctor. While Park Rapids is going to make the quick trip over Thursday to Crosby Ironton. That'll be coming up on Tuesday for them. Gobblers just about 4 games left on their schedule. Of course, their regular season finale will be right here at Aitkin High School against Pequot Lakes. Of course, they'll have senior night festivities. Parents' night tonight. Senior night for the Aitkin Gobbler girls will be against Rush City coming up here next week. I believe that's Thursday.
I believe you're correct.
Nonetheless, we'll have coverage of that as well on yourliveevent.com, as well as KKIN AM 930 FM 103.1 The Gobbler. Subject to change as well with radio coverage. You know, we're at the point of the year where everything is subject to station and coverage as well, but we'll have for sure video coverage here for the Aitkin Gobblers coming up here next week with yourliveevent.com.
I believe the girls just have 3 remaining games,
correct? Correct, yes.
All next week?
Yes, I want to say so.
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, or Monday or Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, maybe?
It sounds about right. I know for sure got as the inbound from Eli Christie, he's fouled on his way on the long stretch inbound from Brecken Williams.
That'll be his 5th for Noah Morris.
Noah Morris will exit the game as Eli Christie head to the free throw line. Noah Morris will check out tonight's game, finishing with a handful of points to his credit. And Eli Christie back at the free throw line, leading 62-51. First free throw from Christie is good. 63-51. Second free throw coming up, 22 points for Eli. First points, I think, since the first points of the second half. Second free throw, no good. Rebound tipped out of the air, and Gobblers will be called for an over and back.
He didn't create, he didn't get his feet in this side of the court before.
Coach Stanfield asking for an explanation. Maybe if it was tipped out, or if it was, I wonder a situation if it's touched by Park Rapids, then touched by Aitkin. Is it still a tip, but would it be considered a non-possession by Aitkin, thus leading to an opportunity for them to still rebound, even with Andrew Martinson not established in the front court?
Yeah, I don't know. Did Park Rapids touch it? Palm did get the tip back.
Right.
Alex tipped that ball back, but
it was
before.
close. I saw a couple of hands in the area, but I know Palm for sure initially touched it. It's just whether or not on the way down a Park Rapids player got a finger on it as well. Nonetheless, Park Rapids is going to get the ball. We'll have to question that one for another day. Cross half court now for the Park Rapids area Panthers. Noah Larson going to fire a three-pointer off the front of the rim, no good. With a minute to go, Gobblers will be fouled. As Blake Morris and Brecken Williams, and a technical will be assessed to Blake Morris, swiping away Brecken Williams. Brecken was fouled upon and kind of turned around and in the process trying to make sure that Blake Morris wasn't going to fall over.
Correct.
We got technical free throws coming up here for Brecken Williams. I mean, he's going to head to the line regardless.
Yeah, because it was a 1-and-1.
59 seconds go, 63-51.
1-and-1 to start, I believe.
With, I guess if he misses the first one, it's not going to. Look, he misses the first one. So now we're going to get the technical free throws. I believe that's how it works.
Yep. Now you get 2 free throws.
So basically now 3 attempts here. Well, the first one no good for Brecken Williams. Now technical free throws. Leaves the first one of the technical short. 59 seconds ago. Gobblers up by 12, 63-51. Third and final free throw is good. 64-51. As we'll get now a conference right at midcourt with Coach Meter speaking with our officials here this evening. 59 seconds to play. As it looks like we'll also see looking to check in Landon Strasburg at number 12 for Park Rapids. As he will come into the contest. 59 seconds to go, 64-51. I think maybe we're just getting confirmation of the sequence of the free throws, I believe, or at least that's what it seemed from our vantage point up here. Gobblers get the basketball inbound, was looking for Eli Christie, but it's tipped out of the air and lands in the hands of Alex Palm. Another foul called against Park Rapids.
9th team foul.
And that will go to Corey Johnson, his second. 64-51. Alex Palm at the line to shoot a 1-and-1. No Gobblers to help. First free throw, no good. And a rebounded down to Corey Johnson. Almost thrown away by Park Rapids. 50 seconds to go. Right side, Mason Yelanimi will drive. He'll go up and in, lays it. No, it's going to be off the side of the rim and out. Rim was attacked upon, but the Gobblers get the rebound from Andrew Martinson. Up to the front court for Alex Palm. Palm will chase away. It's stolen away by Ryan Carroll. 64-51. Three-pointer on the way from Corey Johnson. No good. Hits the retraction of the backboard, the gears.
Every night occurrence here at a basketball game.
Yeah, pretty much here, especially at Aitkin. 64-51, give and go here as the Gobblers play keep away with the last 20 seconds as they will even their home record with this win here tonight to make it now 3 straight wins. 4 wins in the last 6 games for Aitkin. 64-51, Eli Christie with the basketball. Left side to Alex Palm, to Andrew Martinson on the left wing, who will just try and dribble it out to Eli Christie with 2 seconds and 1. That will do it. 64-51 final score. Aitkin with a win at home here tonight over Park Rapids to sweep the season series from the Panthers. Take a break here. A post-game show coming up. We've got our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game coming up here tonight as the Gobblers defeat Park Rapids here. YourLiveEvent.com.
It's been more than just a family tradition since 1938. Purchasing a new Ford car, truck, or pre-owned vehicle from Aitkin Motors. Family owned and operated. Aitkin Motors offers you a stress-free car shopping experience. Need an oil change? New tires? Check out the low-price tire guarantee. Aitkin Motors has a full service department with factory-trained Ford technicians. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit AitkinMotorsCO.com.
We are ISD1.
We are ISD1.
We are ISD1.
We are ISD1.
My favorite teacher is Mr. Dustin Richters.
Favorite teacher is Mr. Miller.
Mr. Googe is my favorite teacher.
Definitely Miss Grader.
Definitely Miss Grader in class biology.
Mr. May.
Right now is psychology.
Mr. Smith's my favorite teacher.
Mr. May's science class.
Any art class.
Mr. May in my ornithology class.
We always practice good sportsmanship and respect.
Go Gobblers.
Go All-Stars.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
Here in beautiful central Minnesota, we get to enjoy nature every day. At Mille Lacs Energy Cooperative, we understand because we live, work, and play here too. However, just because you're not in the big city doesn't mean you can't have access to great internet service. Let MLEC Fiber give you the fast and reliable internet you deserve. Check to see if MLEC fiber is available where you live. Visit us online or call our office at 218-429-0433.
Welcome here to the postgame show tonight. Aitkin Gobblers on YourLiveEvent.com defeat Park Rapids 64-51 tonight. We're going to jump right into the postgame show here tonight. Head coach for Aitkin Gobblers, Scott Stanfield, joins us here. Coach, we didn't have the chance to talk in the pregame show. Last couple of games, of course, back-to-back wins, now 3 in a row here tonight. Your team shooting the ball much better here, at least leading into this contest as well. You get off to a good start tonight against Park Rapids again. What did you see from this contest for your team this evening?
Yeah, you know, we went in down Braden, one of our starters, with sickness, and we still got kids, believe it or not, who aren't all the way healthy. But I thought Andrew, you know, started for Braden and really kind of kicked us off, you know, got us going. And I thought he played really well. He got some fouls that we got to work with him on. He's tall enough where he can just wall up, and the game was kind of physical. I thought they were way more physical than us, but we ended up on leading the foul side of it, which was kind of confusing. But our kids fought through it when they tried to get into us and get up the line and body us. We fought through, got some cuts. And once again, I think Eli had a really nice all-around game. And Isaac and Nathan Price, you know, coming off the bench, hit some really nice jumpers. So it was good to see. And, yeah, we'll just keep plugging away. Go to Proctor Tuesday and DL Thursday next week. So, but this was a good week for us. We played well in Crosby, which not many people do, and get a win there. I think it's been a while for Aitkin, so that was a nice win. And Park Rapids is a hard team to play against because they are very kind of, you know, they play with no conscience kind of. They just go at you and at you and at you. So we had to execute, and we did that for the most part.
Talking about, too, obviously, with this week that you've had, Coach, obviously checking all the boxes, shooting the ball well, rebounding, limiting the turnovers as well, especially single-digit turnovers in both halves we have as well, and especially forcing a lot of turnovers on the defensive end. A lot of things starting to click at the right time for your team.
It is, and you know, all my years at coaching, that's kind of the goal is what are we going to do in February? You know, nobody remembers who you beat in December and January.
Right.
It's who you beaten in February and March, so that's always kind of the way I coached, and we add things slowly and see what we have personnel-wise, and then try to figure out as we go. But it was a good game. You know, we didn't turn it over, and they were very aggressive defensively, so we could have had more, but we took care of the ball fairly well.
Talking about, too, Coach, obviously with this matchup against Park Rapids, like you said, just going out there and playing, at least from their standpoint, too. You know, there were a couple of spurts late first half, middle of the second half as well, where, you know, shots weren't going down for Aitkin, but, you know, it felt, you know, you're up by 15, 16, but it felt like you're up by like 2 or 3 against them, the way the game kind of divulged. But at the end of it, you're able to get a couple opportunities on at least on the offensive end to close out a couple of shots and break through some of those moments.
Yeah,
too.
you know, we got some really good looks underneath with Isaac, you know, when they trapped high and we moved the ball from the corner inside. It's a tough coverage for those back guys. And I thought, Isaac, you know, he missed the one. I don't know if he was going to try to dunk it or what, but, you know, he's a 9th grader, and I just go, come on, Isaac. You know, that shot there was a close the door, but he's learning, and he's getting better and better, and defensively he's a difference maker in the middle for us, and he does a nice job in there and is getting better.
Yeah, great game, Coach. I got here a little late. I went and watched a little wrestling, and then drove hard back. But it's fun to see, you know, the in a game like this where you got to play against a scrappy team, you know, and they're going to try to force turnovers. And as Paul said, you know, single-digit turnovers in there and missing somebody. But you have 3 guys in double digits tonight, and guys with multiple rebounds. So it's good to see that scoring being spread out too, and you got some weapons going into the playoffs.
Yeah, I agree with everybody who played well. You know, Ryan came in, he hasn't played much, and it's kind of forcing him in there against a scrappy team that tries to speed you up. But he gave us good minutes, you know, and we had to have that. And I thought Brecken played well, handling the ball, and Andrew shot really well from outside, got us going, and Eli was Eli, so we'll just keep plugging away.
Good team win.
Yes.
Absolutely, Coach. And, of course, you got the game. You're going to hit the road a couple of next week. Proctor on Tuesday to start off. And, obviously, you take, you know, a good week, and hopefully it turns into a good next week as well.
Yeah, that's what we're shooting for. You know, we can get Proctor. We can get DL, too. So if we play our tempo, our pace, which I thought we did pretty good. We did real well in Crosby, and I thought we did really well here with the team trying to speed us up. I thought we controlled tempo pretty good, our pace.
Coach, we certainly appreciate the time for coming on. We'll hand the mic off to a couple players. Coach Scott Stanfield joining us here on the post-game show. I'm going to talk with one of our seniors here tonight, Eli Christie, finishing the game, 24 points tonight?
I had 22 and 3. Yeah, 22. Nice game, Eli.
Back-to-back games with 22 points for Eli Christie as well. We talked with Coach Stanfield, Eli, about things clicking at the right time for your team. Now three in a row, 4 in the last 6. How do you feel the team's played here in these last handful of games?
I think we played 10 times better as a team. I think if we went back and played those 3 games in a row that we lost, it'd be a completely different game. I think we got Deer River and Barnum I think we would have them much easier now, and I think it would be a different story there, but we can't do that, so we just got to keep going on and stay with it, I guess.
Yeah, those are the games, Eli, that you love to have back, but those are the ones that teach you stuff too, like, God, what do we need to do better? Sometimes you win a sloppy game and it doesn't teach you as much as losing that 2-point game. And actually in that stretch, it was 3 in a row that were 1 in overtime and 2 other ones that were 2-point games. And so those teach you what it feels like not to want to lose those tight ones. And so I think sometimes it teaches us more than it does winning a tough one,
Yeah,
and so it was a good game tonight. And at the free throw line again, 6 of 8 tonight, and you've been on charity stripe, been good all season. So keep up the good work.
Thank you.
We'll hand the mic off here again to Andrew Martinson joining us here on the post-game show. Andrew joining us here on the post-game show, starting off tonight's contest with, I think you were 3 of 3 to start the game tonight from three-point range. I think 4 of 5 in the first half. Felt pretty good from outside tonight?
Yeah, it felt good. Warm-ups felt good. I felt my shot, so I just started the game shooting, and it went in. Surprisingly, haven't had that happen this season yet, and it felt good.
Yeah, it does feel pretty good, especially now at this time of the season, too. Your team's starting to get those crucial wins here, especially now with just a little over a week and a half left in the regular season, too. So now with these games becoming more and more important for your team, getting off to a good start. That was another big thing for your team tonight, because I know there have been a couple of different points throughout the year where fall behind early, have to try and rally. But as long as your team's been able to set the pace and get out to a good start, I'm sure that's been a real confidence booster as of late.
Yeah, it has been. And it didn't help that we didn't have Braden tonight, but we had a lot of guys step up tonight, and it was really good. Everybody played good. It was good minutes tonight.
Yeah, it was. You slide into that spot for Braden, who's sick, and kind of do what Braden does in the sense of he's the shoots threes as well, and so you had a nice game in that sense and slid in there with confidence and knocks down some big shots early, especially give the Gobblers out to a early 17-point lead, and so kind of never looked back from there. So a nice game by you tonight, and good luck down the stretch.
Thank you.
Andrew, thanks again for joining us here on the post-game show. Andrew Martinson joining us here this evening here on YourLiveEvent.com before my color guy gets taken out. Thanks again, Andrew, for joining us here tonight. Take a break here on the post-game show. Of course, we got still more coming up. Look at the final numbers, out-of-town scoreboard, and much more on the way. Gobblers win 64-51 on YourLiveEvent.com.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
I'm dreaming of a world where thinkers and doers collide, where technology creates pathways for new opportunities and ideas. I want to ask questions and shape the answers that lead to real and meaningful advancements in this digital era. I'm going to innovate the world someday.
Welcome back here once again, YourLiveEvent.com. Gobblers win 64-51 against Park Rapids here this evening in the postgame show. Paul Vold joined alongside with Jeremy Jansen here tonight. Gobblers now make it 3 straight wins to now improve their record 9-12 on the season. They also even their home record to 7-7 on the year. Park Rapids falls to 4-17. They are now 0-7 in Mid-State Conference play, but also just 3 of 9 on 3 and 9, I should say, on the road here this season. But looking at some of the numbers here from this contest, again, the way the scoring has improved here in the latter half of the season for the Gobblers, Jeremy. More contribution from more players, and getting those double figures has been important for Aitkin, too.
Yeah, 3 guys for the Gobblers in double figures. Eli with 19 tonight, Andrew Martinson with 17, Isaac Osmus with 16, and to go along with his 7 boards. Alex Palm had 4 points, but he contributed on 8 boards on the night, so a nice night. 16 total turnovers for the Gobblers, 29 total rebounds as a team. On the other side for Park Rapids, leading the way was Noah Larson with 14, and Ryan Carroll had 10 on the night. 24 total rebounds for them, 15 turnovers. On the line, though, if you look at as what Coach Stanfield said about, we led the, it looks like they had more fouls, but they went to the line 21 times, 14 of 21. Gobblers 7 of 15 from the line tonight. So I'm just glad to see free throws, Paul.
Yeah, absolutely.
After
last night.
No free throws. So, yeah. But it was, a good game. And Gobblers, once they got onto that early lead, they just really never looked back. The Panthers cut it to 12 in the first half, and then we stretched it out to 17 there. And then again, they cut it down to 11, and then ended up pushing it out to 2:13 to the final score.
Yeah,
64-51.
The way they've been playing here as of late, again, coming at a more crucial time with just a handful of games left in the regular season. They'll be on the road for 2, back home for 2 to close out the regular season. Starts Tuesday at Proctor, and then again they'll be back home, I believe, a Friday night. That will be, and they play on Tuesday the following week against the likes of Pequot Lakes here from the Aitkin High School Gymnasium. And of course, we'll have coverage of Aitkin Gobbler sports throughout the rest of the season. Of course, here subject to change on KKN AM 930 FM 103.1 The Gobbler, and of course always with Home Gobbler sporting events. You can find the video stream at yourliveevent.com. Time now as we get a moment here to pick our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game, as Enbridge thanks you for supporting the Line 3 replacement project as construction is complete. A new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we rely on every day, and it was done thanks to the support of hard work and thousands of people. Thank you from Enbridge. I believe tonight we'll give that one to Andrew Martinson. Early on, hitting big shots from the outside, setting the pace early for the Gobblers, too. And, again, stepping up, Braden Smith out because of sickness, and, getting the good contribution from him as of late. Isaac Osmus as well, doing a great job in these last handful of games to get the Gobblers on the right track here with just a few games left in the regular season, looking towards section playoffs as well. So our Enbridge Energy player of the game goes to Andrew Martinson tonight, finishing 17 points tonight for him.
17 points, 4 rebounds for Andrew. Played that late in that second half with 4 fouls too. So nice job by Andrew stepping in again, starting lineup for Braden Smith, and played really well. Confident game for Andrew tonight.
So Gobblers get the win here tonight, 64-51, 9-12 on the season. Goes to Aitkin here tonight. But a friendly reminder once again, another out-of-town scoreboard update, final of which did see over on yourliveevent.com. Park Rapids girls win over Pine River Bacchus 61-39. That final score on yourliveevent.com. Again, Gobbler boys will be back in action coming up here Tuesday at Proctor, while Park Rapids boys will be at home against Crosby Ironton on Thursday. Our broadcast schedule coming up, the Aitkin Gobblers and many more of our area coaches will be featured on the Saturday Sports Wrap, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning on KKIN AM 930 FM 103.1 The Gobbler. We'll also have a real good one over in Crosby tomorrow with girls basketball. Number 2 ranked New London Spicer makes a trip up to the Cuyuna Lakes area, take on Crosby Ironton. That'll be on Skeeter 101.5, I believe.
What time is that?
That is going to be scheduled 2:10 pregame, 2:30 tip-off over in Crosby, and I believe Tori Orline, if she hasn't done so already, very close to 2,000 career points in that contest. Of course, the all-time leading scorer for boys and girls, Crosby Ironton basketball as well. chasing the likes of that 2,000 career point mark. We'll also have Golden Gopher men's basketball against Penn State. That'll be a 7:30 pregame on Cash 95.9. But again, check out our full broadcast schedule. More all at rjbroadcasting.com. Well, the Gobblers finish off a win here tonight. We finish off the week here on yourliveevent.com with Jeremy Jansen joining us here as always. Thanks for checking in with us after making the trip over to Cloquet. We appreciate it.
Yeah, it was a good night. Got a little wrestling, a little basketball tonight. Back here in the gym tomorrow for a little Aitkin Open wrestling.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, right.
That'll be coming up here as well. And, of course, we thank everybody for tuning in to tonight's broadcast, of which you can always check out more by going to rjbroadcasting.com, yourliveevent.com as well. Gobblers win 64-51. Big thank you to everybody for tuning in, as well as our sponsors. If you know some of our sponsors or saw them with tonight's broadcast, be sure to thank them with your patronage, and always shop local in the Brainerd Lakes area. Big thank you to Coach Josh Meaner for joining us here in the pregame show. Big thank you to Coach Scott Stanfield for joining us in the postgame show. And a big thank you to all the great people for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. Gobblers win here tonight, 64-51. We'll have Gobbler Sports coming your way coming up on Thursday with girls high school basketball. The girls will be taking on Rush City. That'll be senior night right here on yourliveevent.com, as well as KKIN AM 930, FM 103.1. Aitkin Gobbler boys will be next in action. Actually, they're going to be playing just one more home game. That'll be on Tuesday next week. Not this coming week, but the week after. We'll have Aitkin Gobbler girls that Friday night against Staples Motley. That will be the last home game of the season for the Aitkin girls. But again, a big thank you to everybody for tuning into tonight's broadcast. 64-51, Aitkin Gobblers take down Park Rapids here tonight. Well, until next time, everybody enjoy your weekend. Have a safe and wonderful rest of your Friday night. We'll talk to you next time, and good night, everybody. This is Paul Volt signing off from Aitkin High School.